Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to College Hoops Tonight. As your host, Austin Samuels. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to pick 5 of the biggest conference tournaments coming up in the next week. March Madness right around the corner. Things are getting good, so you want to tune in every week to get the inside scoop. So first of all, we're going to start off with looking at the ACC, the Atlantic Coast Conference. So the team that I've got winning it all in the ACC actually is the Miami Hurricanes. A little bit of a underdog upset type story here. I think they can make a big run at this. They are the number 4 seed right now in the conference. They've got plus 1,000 odds to win this thing. They're likely going to have to go through Duke, which is going to be really, really tough, but I think they can pull off the insane upset. They already beat them in Cameron earlier this year. They've got a great tandem of guards, maybe the best guard tandem in the conference with Cameron McGusty and Isaiah Wong. They've got a great offense, and I think they get hot and they win the ACC tournament, and it's a huge upset story. Moving on to the Big 12. Looking at this bracket, I've got the Kansas Jayhawks in this one. They are the number 1 seed. They've got plus 225 odds to win the Big 12 championship. This is the best offensive team in the Big 12. They maybe have the player of the year in Ochai Agbaji. He's averaging 20 a game on some really, really efficient numbers. They probably are going to have to beat Baylor in the championship, most likely. I think they've got what it takes to beat Baylor. They have to be really, really locked in on defense to beat the Bears, however, but I think they get it done, and I'm going with Kansas. Moving on to the Big East. Looking at this bracket, I've got the Villanova Wildcats winning the Big East championship. They're the number 2 seed this year. They've got plus 170 odds. This team just dominates the Big East year after year. I don't really know how they do it, but I think they get it done again this year as well. They're outstanding offensively, the best team on offense in the country. They're likely going to need to beat Providence if they make it to the championship, which is going to be a huge game if that does happen. But I think this team, led by senior star guard Colin Gillespie, gets it done. Give me the Wildcats winning the Big East. Moving on to the Pac-12. Looking at this bracket, I've got the Arizona Wildcats winning this one. They are the number 1 seed with minus 125 odds to win the whole thing. They are the favorite to win it. They're outstanding on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. They've got a really, really nice 1-2 punch with Benedict Mathurin and Azuolas Tubelis. I think they get it done in Vegas, win the championship, simply because, I think they have an easier road to the championship than UCLA. So I think they're going to make it there. I think UCLA, might have to play Washington State. They might have to play USC. Some tough teams along the road that they could potentially lose to. Arizona's got an easier path. That's why I'm going with the Wildcats. Looking at the last tournament we're going to pick here today, we got the SEC tournament. This is a super stacked conference this year, but I'm going to go with an upset pick. I'm going to go with the Arkansas Razorbacks to win the SEC tournament. They're the number 4 seed this year. They've got plus 600 odds to win the whole thing. This is one of the streakiest teams in all of college basketball. Lately, they have been definitely trending in the right direction. Odds are they're probably going to have to beat Auburn in their second game, which is going to be really, really tough. Don't get me wrong. I think if they get past Auburn, they win the whole thing. That would probably be the biggest upset of Champ Week. But this team's really good. I love Coach Musselman. I love the spirit of this team. They're led by an outstanding point guard in J.D. Note, who's averaging 19 points a game. He's been outstanding down the stretch of this season. I think he goes off, and I think this Arkansas team plays outstanding in Nashville, and they bring home an SEC championship. All right, well, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys learned something today and maybe go out and make yourself some money with these picks. Thank you as always for watching. I am your host, Austin Samuels. Hope you guys have a great week, and good night.